another grand, pay it forward, talking about something interesting that I used to do when I was starting out. Look at different homes. What's the best home on there? What style? If you had all the money in the world or all the money you needed, would you get a house like that? Ostentatious? Would you get a house like this? Where is that? It's like Colorado or something. Would you get a strange house like that? A Babylonian wealthy house? Maybe that's a piece of art. Would anyone get this alpine look? There's a house like that in the Hollywood Hills right below my first place in the hills. I was always like, I wonder why they built like that. It's out of place. In California, you should have something that fits. Can I see the IG comments? We're going to be talking about some stuff because there's 3 hours left, by the way, for all you thinking of getting into sales mastery black belt. Instagram's just on the phone. I'll tell you which house, by the way, I would choose. You know what I like? Believe it or not. Actually, this house looks like the house right here. That one's not bad. If you're like, that's like a California style. You got plaster. How do people get houses like this? This is the question. $100 to somebody who gives a good reason why they want a certain house. And by the way, it's important to dream, daydream. People tell you not to daydream and just focus. Well, you should focus, but you should also daydream simultaneously. What site is that? It's a new site I discovered. It's google.com. It's Google. It's newly developed. Angie said me. No, but I was saying, that's not how you win $100. How do they get that house? They're good at sales. Maybe. I mean, how about this house? Who takes this house? Anybody like that style? Rick? Is that your style?
I'll take it.
No procrastination. Vision. Someone said it's 5:23 for I'm going asleep. Are you William Shakespeare? You're like, it is 5:23. Therefore, where art thou? I goeth to sleepeth. Harrison said he wants to live a happy life with wife and kids and pursue dreams. Ty Lopez believes in Hitler. What does that mean? I believe he was a historical figure. That is true. Do I believe he was a good person? No. Would I have shot baby Hitler? I don't know. That's a weird one. I feel like shooting a baby is weird. So probably not. Would I have shot teenage Hitler? Okay. Teenager is not nearly as cute as a baby. Sammy says they understand how real estate works. They saved and earned money and purchased their dream home. Okay. I don't know if that's getting warmer. Someone says that Hitler did more for the German economy than any other leader in history. That is false, but he also bankrupted Germany. You're not going to have a good... You can't really defend Hitler. It's hard. He's a psychopath, classic psychopath. Somebody said these people got this house by being in show business and attracting customers. Ty, will you ever open your Amazon course again? We shall see. Some people start to look better when they have nicer houses to match their house. I think they meant something else. They learn the power of sales. Sales is everything in becoming rich. I don't know if it's everything, but you know, it's actually not sales. It's persuasion, man. It's actually this. Here's you today. Man, I keep running through these markers. Here's you today. I don't know. How much money do people have in their bank account? Question mark. Whatever the number is. $1, 1 trillion, $1 gillion. And you're trying to go somewhere, let's just say financially. So like you're dreaming, so you want to go up. So along this path, you got all these things. You got mindset. You have multiple streams of income, right? MSIs, I call them. You've got business skills, entrepreneurial vision, all this stuff. But the thing is, what do you start with? Because a lot of you are just like starting out. This is the question of the century. What do you start with when you feel broke? And how do I get YouTube to not just show comments? Did you pull the comments out or something?
Yeah,
Adrian?
I'll pop them out.
Is there a way to not pop them out? So, Jakey Bear says he has 5 streams of income. Brucey says he wants to make money to show his enemies that he made it in life. That's probably not the whole... Yeah, but I want to see the whole YouTube thing. Just pick one skill and start. No, you got to prioritize. Airbnb. Look, my job is laboring and my girl left me and I got kicked out. Man, if I don't become rich and famous and buff from working out, then what am I doing? Okay, you're very clear with your vision of life. Just 3 things. Rich, famous, and buff. That's it. What about intelligent? What about curiosity? What about well-traveled? What about well-read? What about knowing a musical instrument? There's more life than money, although I know, y'all watch this because you want to make money. Ty, your live stream ain't working. Then how were you able to type that? How were you able to type that? Emoji Matt is back saying he won 3 weeks ago and no response and never got the money. Emoji Matt, why are you so retarded? Everyone else who wins my things gets money. What's wrong with you? You come on here all the time saying you never got the money. Meanwhile, 50 people got money since you won. What are you doing wrong in life? You got to ask yourself that. Really? It's like I give away money. People don't say anything, get the money. And people just come on here. You got a mindset issue, my friend. Being happy with the career choice you have chosen, that depends if you chose the right thing. So here's what I'm going to say. If you're completely broke, what I would do on this thing is learn sales. Because you can get a commission job. I got these guys that follow me, they all do like solar panel sales. Apparently, I'm very popular in the solar panel sales world. Did you know this, Rick? It's one of my niches that I've gone after. No, I don't know why, but I get followed by a lot of that. And here's the thing. Apparently, a lot of strippers follow me, too. Somebody told me that. They're like, at their strip club, all the girls, before they go out and make money, they watch one of my videos. Rick, you need to make that special module of you encouraging people, dancers. You're not supposed to call them strippers. Okay. And solar panel sales, right? These guys coming out, they're like 19 years old making $10,000, $20,000 a month. Not bad. $10,000, $20,000 a month. They know how to speak to people. They understand body language, tonality, communication. They know how to read the person and adjust what they're saying. They're persistent. They don't have thin skin. They know how to close. They know how to open. They understand what I call NLC, natural life cycles. They understand budget constraints. And, yeah, Ty, please marry me. Maddie O. Warman. I passed, but thank you. Ty, the house is a reminder of their accomplishments, and it makes them feel like they made a difference. Okay. $100. Chris Lucia. Chris Lucia. Can someone help Emoji Matt? I don't know what.
Yeah, if I put it in the chat.
Emoji Matt has major. Maybe your email goes to spam or something. Maybe somebody in my company blocked you because you were emailing 4,000 times. Emoji Matt, how can I send you $100 right now? Through this. They need YouTube, Cash, Venmo, Pal. That's like a new app. It's the best of all. TubePal, Cash, Mo. There you go. Rick, new business idea. Roll it out. Tube Cash, Pay, Mo. It's a blending of YouTube, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Look at that. That's called trend stacking. Help Emoji Matt. Because he has worked for his $100 about 100 hours. Matt is going on $1 an hour. He's going on $1. Matt, you should have not taken the $100 and gone and learned sales sold vacuum cleaners door to door, sold solar panels door to door, sold cars. There was a girl over here like a year ago playing basketball. She's like, I'm 22, I make $20,000 a month. That's how I live in Hollywood. And I was like, what do you do? She goes, I work at like Lexus of whatever, Hollywood or Beverly Hills. Ty, I need the $100 to pay for my Facebook ad. Shoot it this way. Shooting right to you. Just through my new pay gun. But yeah, you got 3 hours I just wanted to mention. Less than 3 hours. There's a little timer on the page. I'm closing up this sales black belt dealio. What should I talk about today? I don't feel like talking for very long. What should I talk about? Richard and Adrian. Ty, my sister just started a meal share company. I'm going to use your SMMA course to help her. Okay, I like that. I'm 17. Where do I start when I don't have any money? Preston Golden. That's an easy one, Preston Golden. Right there. I thought somebody said, Ty, you should talk about books. I mean, boobs. But it said talk about books. DCI Felice. Okay, books. Should I debate a hater? Those are fun. Ty, I stutter. Any advice on how to go about sales? There's many types of sales that you don't even have to speak. There's email marketing. There's copywriting. You can be behind the scenes of a sales organization that you organize. I'm like, if you're super anti-speaking for whatever reason, there's a lot of things to do. Ty, are you even worth more than $5 million? Slim Estates, LLC. Apparently, let me Google myself. Let's see. Is that legal?
Can you tell them I'm worth $5 million?
Okay, Wealthy Gorilla, let's see. This is by Dan Western. Let me just first of all, if there's one person who's an expert on Ty Lopez, it's Dan Western in the tank top. Trust me, he's audited my financials. He knows more about me than we know about Donald Trump. And according to Dan Western, let me check his Twitter. Here we go. He knows about me. That's cool. I need to meet you, Dan, because you know a lot about me. Okay. They got my age wrong, my year of birth wrong. Holy crap. And they got my net worth at $5 million. Whew. I better get to work, Rick. Yeah. I better learn some sales. So I think this is right. But see, he didn't put what year. Like 10 years ago, I think that was right, probably. It's not right anymore. Damn it. I'll tell you what each of you should live for. Build your entire life. Live so that websites know how much money. Don't ever live for yourself. Don't ever try to make money for yourself. Don't ever try to build businesses. This business that I built right here is worth, depending on how you value it, we've raised capital at $50 million. So if this company I own is worth $50 million, how's my net worth $5 million? This is a side business. Ding, ding, ding. I need a sound for stuff. What's a sound that I can have that's just like low common sense? What else? Wah, wah, wah. Next. What did Kris Jenner was going around being like, thank you, next. Thank you, next.
That's an Ariana Grande song.
But I can't do it. Okay, I don't want it to. Let's see what another one says about me. Quora. What is Ty's actual net worth? He just wrote, it says $5 million on Google. Very expertise. Very expert. So we got the blind leading the blind. You got a Forbes article about me. This one says 3 to 5 million. I'm going to get this optimized down to 30 cents. Ty's net worth. You know what you notice? Everybody person just builds a site and copies each other. Dude, I know a guy, I'm not going to say his name. He got them to put his net worth at $50 million bucks. It's all over the internet. Trust me. This, if his net worth is $50 million, my net worth is $200 trillion. Put it that way. So yeah. Blah, blah. Ding dong dong bomb. So what isn't it then? Zach says, I was just on Logan Paul's podcast 3 days ago, and he popped the question. He didn't get down on one knee and pop the question. He just goes, what's your net worth? And I said, I'm going to underestimate. I'll underestimate. I want to be underestimated. When you go into a street fight, always put the glasses on first, because then they're like, I'm going to beat this guy's ass. And then, whoop-ah! Put them to sleep. So I think I said 50 million or something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Depends on what you count as net worth. For example, Jeff Bezos' net worth is 120 billion. Does he have 120 billion in the bank? Does he have 120 billion in real estate? No, it's stock that he cannot liquidate, because if he liquidated all of his Amazon stock, as he liquidates it, his net worth would drop. So I mean, net worth is like whatever. People always arguing about Donald Trump's net worth. I'm just like, the dude has money. I don't know if he's on 5 billion, 3 billion, 1 billion. What do people care? I will tell you this. I have wealthy mentors. Okay? And one of my wealthy mentors, there ain't a day in his life he's ever Googled somebody's net worth, because he's building net worth. Don't talk about it, be about it. Eric Leal says only God knows Ty's net worth. All I care about is, do I like my life? And I will tell you this. I live on a street right here where there's serious net worth. Like, there's FU money. This is Beverly Hills. This is the flats of Beverly Hills. The hills are there. The flats are here. All in between and every other way. There's money, 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 money. And you know what? I like my life more than any person I've met on this street. I wouldn't trade anybody for anything. People try to compare me to different influencers, and I go, great. They like their life. I don't want their life. I see how their life is, and that's not wealth to me. That's not wealth to me. Wealth to me is doing the things that I get enjoyment from. Being around my friends, my family. Having the freedom to go and do what I want. Not have to wake up when somebody else tells me. Not have to worry. Nobody can fire me. Those to lower my anxiety. That's what I care about. Somebody always has more money. You know? I have enough money. I have FU money, put it that way. Whatever number you think that is. 5 million pesos, 5 million reals from Brazil, 5 million pounds, 5 million euros, whatever. Ty, you're putting on weight. Sonny, I actually cut 10 pounds. So, you know. Ty, are you related to Colin Farrell? I will take that as a compliment. I wish. Somebody says they don't. Richard Merlino says he doesn't love their life. Focus on that. That's the lifestyle net. Real thing that matters is LNW, lifestyle net worth. Financial net worth is one subset of lifestyle net worth. But you have health, wealth, love, happiness. You have 4 types of net worth that matter. I know people that are wealthy that are like, what's the word? Uncoordinated, can't play basketball. I like basketball, jiu-jitsu, boxing. I know some wealthy dudes. I had a friend, it's funny. No hate on him. But like, I wouldn't want to be him. He came, he made money in life. And I was like, yo, come play basketball. So he came, he played basketball. He went home, he's like, I love this. Play basketball. The next day, tore his muscle or whatever, never played again. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I care about that's not money related. I talk about money because this is the pressing question of our generation that is in trillions of dollars of debt. People want to know how to get all the other stuff. Nobody actually wants cotton. This isn't even paper. That's a rap myth. Get that paper? It's actually cotton. And I'll give you an example. If I told each of you right now, you'll never have money, but you'll have a genie that gives you everything you want. You're going to take the genie. You don't get taxed on the genie. So it's the genie that you want. And it just happens in the world that we live in, that genie, the closest thing we have to it is this. But you never take your eye off the reality, which is it's not the money that you want. Zombie Chief says Ty's giving money lessons at 1 a.m., but it ain't 1 a.m. here. I'm going to give you a lesson, Zombie Chief. There's this thing, it's called rotation of the earth. And because the sun hits the earth and it rotates, it's not always 1 a.m. in the same place. I know that's mind-blowing for a narcissistic society. Ty's out here at 4 in the morning, says the Australian or the whatever, the German. Yeah. Ty, why don't you give more practical advice? I give more practical advice. I just don't always do it on live calls. What's a piece of practical, name a practical piece of advice you want. I taught 41,000 people how to build a social media marketing agency. I own the trademark on SMMA, social media marketing agency. That's 41,000 people went through practical training. You want me to do a 4-month program right here? I just had 8,000 people go through in a week, learn how to start selling on Amazon step by step. That program's closed now, but that's 8,000 people went through practical. What do you want to know practical? What do you want to know? Ty, how far do you undercut the competition? I don't particularly like to undercut the competition. SMMA isn't working in India, Ty. That's not true. I have success. It might not be working for you, but you can't. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. How about sales in Telegram brokers? You could be like Michael Scott from The Office. You could start using sales to sell calling cards. Remember that? You ever seen that? When the episode where he goes, the next big thing, it's coming back in style, selling calling cards. Turn the mic up 30%, please. What's better, buying land and farming or real estate? Well, buying land is real estate. That would be a wrong question. Do you mean like buying farmland versus buying like commercial real estate or residential or multifamily? Yeah. Ty, when will you open your office in India? I had an Indian office for 10 years. Hypothetical question. All right, let's get to some practical answers. Hypothetical question, how would you go about building a Zillow 3.0? Zillow is a site that lists every website, every house in America, estimated value. Sometimes they'll link to the tax and the county history on pricing and stuff like that. There's better sites. I think a good app is Landglide. Landglide, there's some practical advice. Rick, write that down. Download Landglide. I should have built Landglide. I think it's a $3 app. But that one actually it shows legal borders, property lines while you're walking around property. I think that thing, somebody should buy Landglide, Ty, enjoy it when your shows are more laid back, like yesterday, today. Then when you make a discovery, you come on with so much drive. It's a good balance. Ty, you're real. Thank you. Ty, would you box Jeff Bezos for $100 million? Yes, I will box Jeff Bezos for all the money he has in the world. I'll do a bet. My net worth versus yours for the winner of the boxing thing. I'll put it this way. Compared to Jeff Bezos, my net worth is $5 million. If you put some kind of absolute scale together. Not absolute. Absolute would be different, but subjective scale. I do not fear Jeff Bezos in a boxing match. Maybe he knows how to box. I don't know. But I'm just saying I'm going to take that bet. Tips for starting a Shopify brand. Here's the thing. All these people trying to do Amazon sales, trying to do drop shipping. The days are being numbered where you can be a generic brand. You got to have something to you, you know? You got to have something there. Something to what you're doing. And I think that this guy says I'm yoked. One guy says I'm fat. And one guy says I'm yoked. Maybe I'm halfway between. I'm not fat and I'm not yoked. I'm folked. So my answer is you got to build brands that are trusted, that have recognition, that stand out from the crowd. Whole Foods stood out from the crowd more than Kroger's and Ralph's, which were generic places. They didn't have an angle. They were just like commoditized places. And now, if you look at Whole Foods, it was purchased for many billions of dollars. I feel like Donald Trump. Many. I feel like when you don't know the number, Donald Trump is the master. When you don't know the number, you just say many. Wasn't it 10 million or something? Whole Foods purchase sale. I think it was it 10 or 12 or? Good old Amazon. 13. Many. Let me say it 13 times. Billions, and billions, and billions, and many. Just whenever you're giving like a talk and you don't know the answer, just say many. Ty, what body fat are you at right now? Looking good. I don't know. I'm probably like 14 or something. I want to get down to I was at 10 or 11. I've cut a good bit, but. How to start business with almost no investment, being a student, great. Build a stream of income off on the side, sell solar panels. I sold life insurance and annuities and financial products. You could sell cars. You could sell This is just such a good, you can do door-to-door sales. You can do phone sales. You can do email marketing. You can sell something on Kickstarter. I think Movement Watch, some of these people that follow me, I think they started their watch company off $25,000 raised. They sold the idea. On Kickstarter. People gave them $25,000. The $25,000 turned into 3 years or so later, they sold it for $100 million. Ty, I appreciate everything you've done for everyone. You've also opened the door for many entrepreneurs. You look like Clark Kent, Ty. Always appreciate your advice. Thank you. Sell electric cars. Yep. I mean, you know who's a great salesman? Is Elon Musk. He's just like a good salesman, you know? The guy can sell. And it's funny, I see people going, I never sell anything. Yes, you do. I mean, you're selling something. Sell or be sold. Somebody's selling something, man. You can't operate. Look, when you go on your Tinder profile, you're selling something. When you create your LinkedIn profile, what are you doing? You're selling something. When you made your Instagram, you're even selling. Because here's the thing, not to get too deep on you, because I know it's late for some of you, but one of the things that Dr. Buss, my mentor, taught me, he's one of the top psychologists, evolutionary psychologists of all time, and he's still alive, and he says basically there's a competition for here's you in the center. And so what do you need to thrive in life? You need romance, but there's a competition for romantic partners. If you die, even when you're married, your spouse is probably going to get remarried if they're young enough. Because people want love, and if you don't provide it, someone else sells them. It's not sales in the concept of like calling on the phone. So that's why I said, let's talk about persuasion. So romance is friendship. You know, your friends have other choices than spend time with you. And what happens if you ain't careful, you end up with all the crappy friends that no one else wants to hang out with, and you have a bad social circle. So that's sales too. It's persuading people to say, hey, I'm here too. I'm somebody that's worth investing in. You know why people are lonely? Many reasons. The rise of urban cities. Probably social media in some ways. But I'll tell you another thing. It's because people are, how should I say this without hurting somebody's feelings, but people don't know how to sell themselves as an interesting person. Not in a weird, manipulative way. But you are so. You know why women wear makeup? Now, there's different arguments. Women say They're doing it for themselves. Okay, great. They're selling themselves on the fact that they look great. They look great. They're selling themselves. It makes them feel better. Makes them feel beautiful. Women will say that. I'm not wearing this for guys. I'm wearing this for myself. Okay. Well, then when you look in the mirror, you're selling yourself on the thought that, you know what, I like how I look today. Great. That's a sale. It's so pervasive that people don't even realize it's going on. And that's why somebody says they're wearing makeup because they ugly. High roller sweet. Okay, well, not all, but beautiful women wear makeup too. You ever seen what Chris Rock says? You ever seen this about Chris Rock? Talking about, maybe I shouldn't put this. He's like, women lie, men and women lie differently. He's like, men lie like, I was over at Bob's house last night. That's a man's lie. He said, a woman's lie is, it's your baby. A man's lie is, kind of stupid. And he said, women, you ain't that tall, you're wearing high heels. That's not your skin. You got makeup on. That's not your hair length. You got extensions. That's not your bra size. You got a push-up bra. That's not your butt. You got some weird Brazilian oil in it or whatever they put. And I'm not even saying there's anything wrong with that. If you do that, great. But just understand, it's a sale. Bust down Tatiana. Edom said is you a male or a female? You're too cute to wear makeup. Ty, I'm looking for business connection, guys. Legit ideas for legit international businesses. That's a sale, and you're going to have a better way to sell than that. You can't just pronounce yourself. Sean said, Chris Rock tells that joke. Let's keep it that way. Thank you for informing me that my comedic timing is not as good as Chris Rock, because I could have told you that. But I didn't feel like pulling it up. And you still got the point. So I communicated my message. Ty, what do you think of Elon Musk's plan to go to Mars? Elon Musk is such a good sales guy. He's convinced the city of Los Angeles with no basic permits, no engineering studies. Yeah, I'm just going to dig under Los Angeles. No problem. I'm just going to dig a whole bunch of tunnels. You guys mind if I do that? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Not a big deal. Aren't there earthquakes in California and lots of houses? Doesn't matter. I'm just going to dig a hole under stuff like gophers. And the whole world's like, Elon Musk is so smart, so great. Okay, good. He's a good salesman. He's a great salesman. I've had multiple conversations one-on-one with Elon Musk. I know a little bit about Elon Musk. I'm not a close friend of his or even really an acquaintance, but I've had some long conversations with him, 20 or 30 minutes, me and him just talking at events. I see him at events. So I can tell you a little bit about Elon Musk. He knows how to sell. He's good at marketing. He's good at branding. He made a company called The Boring Company. And everybody in the world's like, I want a hat. And then he goes, I need to sell this idea even more. I'm gonna have a flamethrower. Well, he knows his target market. It's a lot of guys. It's not as many women. Some women. But I guarantee you it's about 60 to 70, maybe 80% men. Is there a man on this planet that if you go, anybody want a flamethrower? Are there dudes that would be like, nah, that's not fun? I mean, there are guys. I don't want to get into the whole gender thing. There's a lot of guys that are very happy about having a flamethrower. And so the man's a genius. That's all we have to say. Speak on those Elon Musk combos. I've had, I've had 4 conversations with him. First time was at the Grove, very short one. I asked him about what he thought about, if he was worried about BMW, because they got the i8 and he has the Tesla. And he didn't want to talk crap about him. He's like, they i8. That's literally what he said. I was like, what? He was talking like a very, I don't know, who says i8? He said i8. They i8. And I talked to him at one of the Coen Brothers movies. I took Dolph Lundgren there. Actually, did Dolph Lundgren invite me or I invited Dolph Lundgren?
He invited you.
Oh, he invited me. Don't get it twisted.
He was cut from the movie.
He was in the Coen. No, he was in the Coen Brother. He comes out of the submarine, just can't see his face.
Yeah,
He was so mad. Dolph Lundgren's like, they cut me out of the thing. But I come back from getting popcorn and Dolph Lundgren sitting next to Elon Musk. Dolph Lundgren has no idea who he is. I whispered to him, I'm like, You're sitting next to Elon Musk. He's like, who's that? I love you, Dolph. I love you. Rocky, if you don't know who Dolph Lundgren is. So, yeah. Ty, what's your favorite book, Ty? Go to tylopez.com/books. You can see my favorite books. Really good book. Yeah. Mark said, I'm not his acquaintance, but you know, we've had several long conversations. Lol. Is that somehow contradictory in your mind? This dude's mind blown that anybody could do that. That's not even possible. Only close friends have long conversations. I don't think that's true. I've sat next to somebody on an airplane. I don't know who the hell they are. Never got their phone number. Never talked to them again. I talked to them for 3 hours. You see? Where's that sound I can do for people that are not intelligent? What's a non-intelligent sound? Fart sound is too crude. Non-intelligent sound. How about, you know what? From Curb Your Enthusiasm, that little sound that goes, here, Curb Your Enthusiasm. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, there. It's there. Curb Your Enthusiasm sound.
I don't think we have sound going through it.
Oh, we don't have sound?
$49.50. Ready or not, here I come.
YouTube ads. They should ban these. Oh, wait a sec. No, I like them. What's going on inside of that guy's brain? All right. Money sound. Womp womp. Drake! Ty ripping this guy the other day. Hey, it's only fair. If people rip on me, why can't I go back at them? Come on, man. I feel like people are like, I can punch you, but you can't punch me back. There is no rules in the streets. There's no rules in love and war. All's fair in love and war. Ty, you're kind of like Larry David. Thank you. Drake. Yeah, don't get, oh no, somebody put that Drake thing back in my head. Ty, if you're feeling down about that dude on Instagram, has happy pictures. Yeah, that guy is so funny. No church in the wild. Ooh, I like that one. Check Chaser, $100 I'm sending you for a new, that's on YouTube. You reply with your email. That is great. There's no church in the wild. I like that. Ty, are you drunk or high, or is this just you? I don't know. This is like, I go on live calls just to be stupid, I guess. So, is that bad? I probably should be selling you guys more. tylopez.com/sales. There you go. You're reminding me to be serious. Damn it, I misspelled my own name. See, I'm stupid too. /sales. I've got a step-by-step 4-month program. I'm going to take some people through a black belt. Few people. I do know how to sell. Somebody said, not bad. Lopez is a complete psychopath. You know, I've actually tested myself. In a 1 to 100 of psychopath, I'm like a 15. I wanted to actually be higher. I was disappointed in my psychopath score, Rick. I was a little disappointed in myself.
Really?
I prided myself on definitely being more psychopathic than I actually am. See, the definition of a psychopath, for example, you know, 80% of Navy SEALs are clinically would be diagnosed as psychopaths. And basically, it means you have no fear under pressure. So some levels, that's one symptom of psychopathy. There's many types of psychopathy. People throw that word around and don't understand what it is. But it's characterized by one of the things is it comes off as very courageous because you're not afraid of stuff. That's one thing correlated to psychopathy. There's other things, like you're more likely to punch somebody in the face if they piss you off and not care or lose any sleep about it. That's kind of the negative things. But Navy SEAL that dropped in on Osama bin Laden when he was sleeping, they were psychopaths. So, and thank God they were psychopaths. If we would have dropped in some Navy SEALs that were empathetic nurse types, they would have dropped in, had the bead on his head and been like, you know what? I just can't do it. You do it. There's three Navy SEALs. You do it, Rick. You shoot them. Ty, I'm an SMA student. Do it. Good. I'm glad you're doing it. Ty, I like your hair. Thank you. Ty, I've come across a large sum of money, and I want to know what you suggest I do before I go and blow it all on junk I don't need. I suggest you learn all about money, because money moves into the hands of people who are adept and skilled with money, and it moves instantly or very quickly out of the hands of people who are, if that's in your brain when it comes to money, money's going to move right from one sucker into one smart person's hand. That's the nature of the economy. So that's a problem in the world, is people want to use the government to redistribute wealth. It's going to go right back in the hands of people who have been trained in money. So this is a problem. You can't just take money out of people who know how to deal. That's like saying, think of it this way. If you took a whole bunch of strong people, right, who, let's say, controlled, take a prison scenario. Not a nicest scenario, everyone's metaphor, but you take a whole bunch of big dudes, and they control that cell block. And you go, that's not fair. It should be everybody should be equal. So you remove them from that prison. You redistribute them to another prison. They go to another prison. They're strong. They take over that cell block too. Your best bet is to get everybody lifting weights and everybody strong. You need a six-pack of the brain. A lot of you have six-packs, of the body. But what about your brain? A lot of you need to bench press less and learn how to bench mental things, Ty, how's your shot? I just posted Gilbert Arenas was here yesterday with Swaggy P, Nick Young. So I did a little shootout on my Snapchat. I cannot shoot as good as Gilbert Arenas. Basically, nobody can. Maybe Steph Curry or something. But Ty, accelerator versus sales black belt. Depends where you are. If you're already in the accelerator, you could probably stay in there. But if you're not, you should go in the sales black belt. Dude is still going strong. And my Twitter live is very sad and pathetic. I always have like 10 times more people on YouTube. And then I have like 73 on Twitter.
It's Sunday, so the numbers are low too.
Gilbert Arenas is amazing on NBA 2K. Okay. All right. How much time do I have left? I feel like I need to go.
42 minutes.
I've been on for 42. I got 18 more minutes. I got to go. Got to go right now. I had a friend right now. I won't even tell that story. Should I tell this story? When I owned nightclubs, my friend came. He was supposed to help me set up for a nightclub. And he left me a voicemail. He's like, dude, I had to pull over at a gas station. I got to go to the bathroom right now. And I was like, okay. I kept that voicemail for years. He never showed up at the nightclub for like 2-3 hours. He comes 2 or 3 hours later. I won't say this guy's name. He had gone to the bathroom in his pants. He's a grown man. So whenever somebody says, I got to go right now, I always think of my friend. And it was funny. He came late, 2 hours late. And somehow, when he walked in, how sheepish and guilty he looked, I was like, did you crap in your pants? And he was like, how'd you know? I didn't tell anybody. And I was like, the voicemail, the fact you were 2 hours late, and your house, he had to drive all the way back home. So the moral of the story, kids, people say, do you ever give practical advice? When you have to go, pull over. Do not. Do not. Did he still have his pants on? Yeah, he had gone home. What other brain training exercise do you recommend besides reading? Memorizing, playing chess, playing backgammon, reading multiple types of books, reading history, doing a little bit of math. Other things that I do is I try to memorize people's names when I meet them. That's a memory game. I try to memorize when I'm in the shower and I'm planning out my day in the morning. I build a little memory castle, which is a way of remembering multiple things. How much should you be reading every day? Start with 10 minutes a day. Move up from there. Okay? Move up from there. Some of you are needing to bench press like 3 pounds is a lot of books for you. And, if that's you, then I feel bad for you, but you got to start somewhere. Everybody starts out bench pressing mentally very little, and you got to go up. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. It's pretty good, right? Pretty good. How much do you do, Adrian? How much did you read today, Adrian?
Yesterday I listened to...
Oh, audiobooks. Audiobooks, though.
Audiobooks.
Did you listen to compelling people, like I said?
Yeah, I'll jump back and forth. I'm still on it.
3 hours.
Yeah.
$100 to Adrian.
I'm going to put that in the chat.
Ty, you've really helped me with this. This is a great book. Thank you, Rick. Compelling People. I'm selling this book, even though I make no money if you buy it.
Someone said shitting your pants will humble anyone.
Going to the bathroom in your pants will humble anybody. That is true. That is true. I had a friend that was going to a job interview. It's a guy in North Carolina, Rick, and he hit a speed bump on the way there. Zach told me that story. Yeah. As I said, if you got to go, pull over at a gas station. Ty, bought that book. It's deep and compelling. Yep. Ty, you're a beast. May I have the book? Didn't you win $100? Are you greedy? No greediness, please. Survey says, greedy man. Ty, have you ever read The Richest Man in Babylon? Yes. Ty, how many hours should you sleep a day? 8. Ben Greenfield mentors me sometimes. He's one of the authorities in the world right now on practical advice for how to be healthy, and pretty far out. He's been on Joe Rogan a couple times, and he told me 7.5 to 8. Most people. There are people like Arnold Schwarzenegger that don't need that much. He says he told me I need 5, Ty. But he's the Terminator. I mean, you ain't the Terminator, are you? Okay, how much more time do I have? I feel like I'm just on here burning time. I have 13 minutes that I need to burn. Time reading every day. How do you read one book a day? 1 page at a time. Sometimes I skip the book. I remember when I first launched giving advice about reading, there was like, why am I so scandal prone, Rick? What is it about me? People go, Ty doesn't read 1 book a day, because sometimes halfway through it, he goes, this book is a piece of shite, and I throw it over my shoulder. But I still read it. I guess I should say, I read through a book a day until I find it not helpful. But that's not as catchy. Like, how do I make a YouTube title like that? My TEDx talk, you know, my TEDx talk just hit 10 million. Mm-hmm. I should have it say, instead of why I read a book a day, it's like, why I read a book a day unless the book's not that good, and then I will not read a book a day. But YouTube has a character limit on titles. It just doesn't work that well. So, but yes, full disclaimer for the butthurt generation of modern world. Sometimes the books that I say I read, a lot of books nowadays, they stop saying anything new in like the 7th chapter. And I'm just like, next. And I go, that's what I love this sound. Is there a way I can somehow become like a cyborg and have that can pipe out of my vocal cords at any time, Rick? Can you work on that, Rick? Thank you, Rick. Dun, 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 dun. Ty, they show your TED Talk at my college, Chandler Gibbons. Sweet. I should be getting paid from that college. You guys paying all that money to that college, and they ain't paying me jack. I know a lot of colleges teach my stuff. And then I'm like, where's my cut? But it's okay. It's my contribution to the college system. It's how I enslave millions of people with trillions of dollars of debt. I get the colleges to just teach my stuff. It's part of my enslavement package. It's a new package I'm working on. It's a new program. It's a test group. It's called How to Be Enslaved by College Debt. Ty, I love your content. What's up, Hilal Domas? Hilius Doma. That is a tough name for an American to say.
You want to check out someone's website?
Oh, somebody wants me to, okay, practical advice. Let's analyze some websites. Who has a website that needs to be analyzed? Here I come. Why am I speaking in this tone of voice, Rick, as opposed to just speaking normally?
Well, you said previously you're a robot.
So. I am a robot. Somebody asked some people asked some weird questions. Am I an Illuminati? Somebody today goes, were you on Logan Paul's show? So I ask him, why are you saying that? Like, do you follow Logan Paul? She goes, no, I was on your story and I saw you on Logan Paul's show. I'm like, then why'd you ask me? Da, 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 da. Hey, Tyre, I wanted to ask you on your live show, are you live right now? Oh, you're live right now? Okay, I'm glad I used my one question for that. It's very the genius generation that we live in. People are like, why are the rich getting richer? I don't know. Probably a little racism, a little sexism, a little inequality, but partly because it's hard to fix stupid. That is kind of part of it. Young Brandon said, answer our damn questions. See, this is where I'm telling you, you're not that smart, young Brandon, because what you should have said, answer our dumb questions, and then followed it with the question, because then I would have seen it. But now there's 50 other comments. You see, you don't know sales. You don't know communication. Because you did a pattern interrupt, but on the pattern interrupt, you forgot to follow it up. It reminds me of, like, remember in something about Mary? It's like, you got the frank up on top of the beans in the elevator when the guy did the zipper thing in the fire department. It's like, you got the frank and the beans. It's like, the frank's on top. How'd you get the frank on top of the beans? Or no, how'd you get the beans on top of the frank? This guy did the open. He did the open, forgot the close and the intermediate part. Ty, why doesn't this man write a book? Because I do write a book. It's called Video Books. That's what I do. People are very blown away with that. They're like, Ty, you haven't even written a best-selling book. I'm like, I've got better than a best-selling book. I got 2 billion minutes of videos watched. You know how many pages that is? 2 billion minutes. That's like people reading 6 trillion books. Not really trillion, but a lot. I know that's mind-blowing, but books will eventually slowly disappear. Even though I love books, in 100 years, people are not going to be reading books. I mean, they will be, but not to the extent and for the purposes that we read them now. Because most people are not visual. What's your views on Bitcoin, Ty? Okay, I have never sold any Bitcoin that I bought yet. I know that's a shocker because some people thought I was pushing Bitcoin because I was like driving the market up and then I sold at the top. I never sold one Bitcoin yet. I'm going to hold it for a long time. Because to me, if Bitcoin is going to be valuable, it's going to be used, and it's not even, it's a store of value. It's like real estate. I don't flip real estate. Some people do, and it's okay to do. I have flipped things before, but it's not my general strategy. So I think Bitcoin, I think a lot of the coins are going to go to zero, and I think Bitcoin has the best chance of hanging in there because it's a name brand. Name brand, man. Name brand. Name brands are powerful. Beverly Hills is a name brand. Calabasas is a name brand. Manhattan is a name brand. Coca-Cola is a name brand. LeBron James is a name brand. Ronaldo is a name brand. Ty, you have a comeback for everything. I'm speechless. I have nothing for that. You stumped me. XRP looks really nice too. What about Ripple? Like I told you. What I told people when I launched a program, and we kind of took it down because Google and Facebook flipped out and banned all crypto stuff. And I didn't feel like getting all my other stuff banned. People are like, why'd you stop doing Bitcoin? I'm like, because 2 big monopolistic companies went nuts, and I was a big target. So Moose Run said, name brand is BS, as he's on Instagram. Instagram's a name brand, bro. You can't say that while you're on Instagram. You're not consistent. You're not consistent. Be consistent. You can't be on a name brand saying name brands don't matter. You know? Ty, what do you think about Jason Capital? I know Jason. I worked with Jason years ago. He's got a big following. I haven't connected with him in a while. But I know that's not his real name, but yes.
5 minutes.
Ty, what superpower would you like to have as an entrepreneur? Forget superpower for entrepreneur. Just the best superpower in life is to be cool under pressure and to be able to learn faster than the average person. Those are the 2 superpowers I have. I mean, actually, the best superpower would be time travel, but I'm looking for ones that I could kind of actually have. And that, yeah. Hold on.
You want a couple websites?
Yeah.
So someone said do Balenciaga's website, and someone has a private website, Benjamin Bieber.
Benjamin Bieber?
Yeah.
Didn't you just have a birthday? You know Justin Bieber just had a birthday. See, I keep up on pop culture, baby. Most important thing to create wealth is keep up on pop culture. Trust me. Nothing has built more wealth in my life than keeping up on celebrity gossip. I know everything about the Kardashians. Quiz me, Rick. Kardashian question. Shoe size of Khloe. Age of, what's the daughter's name? West. Northwest. They got what? Isn't it Kim's daughter, West?
Yes.
Birthday of West.
Yeah, I already was like, quiz me on anything. What's the doctor's name again?
Yeah, quiz me on anything. I don't know what I'm quizzing. Time my birthday is this year. Touche. The wit flowing through my Instagram. It's almost, I feel heat. The heat, because of the wit, it's hit me. And I'm going to have to take my shirt off now.
3 minutes.
The heat is too much. Where do you get your info about celebrities? You know, one of my business partners, Alex, is like totally out of modern culture. He just cares about making money. And I had a guy working for me named Andrew, and we were in the car, and Andrew's talking about like where he gets his hip hop news. I forget it was, like Complex or whatever it was listening to. And he turns to Alex and he's like, where do you get your hip hop news? And Alex goes, there's such a thing as hip hop news? Not only did he not listen to hip hop news, he didn't know there was actually a phrase with 3 words, hip hop news. That was a new phraseology to him. Do you think any of your sales mastery students will be better than you? Probably. Many people will be better than me. Many people already are better than me. Natalie says, you're so funny, I love watching. Yes. As long as women will watch me, even if dorky guys talk shit, I'm like, I can live with that. Not to be genderist. Is it sexist or genderist now? Is gender real? Which one? I always lose the one. What's not real? Gender or sex? I think sex, gender is the one that people say is fluid. Sex is like if you have a uterus and can give birth. It's a very defining attribute of your body. Rick, do you have a uterus?
No.
Okay. So your name is actually Rick. It is actually Rick. You should say, thankfully, women have a lot of power.
No, they do.
They do, and they have a uterus. Lyft and Uber IPO. Woo! Lyft. If Lyft doesn't have an IPO, they're going to go bankrupt.
2 minutes.
That's our guess. So they're racing, you know. Ty, does all your sources of income stress you out? No, it's usually the other way. Not having enough sources of income, you know. Mark Payne-Windens says Ty's main source of income is noobs giving away their money. Mark Payne-Windens coming with the zinger. I wish I could pull you up what you actually say. Because YouTube doesn't have a profile. On Instagram, when people don't agree with me, I can look at them. Because I got to know, can I take this guy seriously? Is my main source of income noobs giving away their money?
1.5 minutes on
Shoot. One of my first students made $25 million last year out of prison. He was in prison in 2014. He was a noob, but he ain't a noob anymore. That's my best story. Legal disclaimer. That probably won't happen to you, but it happened to him. So
1 minute on Instagram.
it is true that people give their... What about colleges then? Isn't that noobs giving away their money? Isn't that 18-year-olds giving away their money? Naively? Mark, you on the wrong fucking YouTube, bro. You complaining about me? What about $1.2 trillion giving away people getting English degrees that already speak English? I'm confused. Isn't that noobs giving away their money? Because they're freshmen. They give away their money. By the way, I still got $500 left to give away. What are you talking about? Wait, I know what happened. Mark Payne-Windens is on the wrong YouTube channel. You mean you're on community college? You thought you were on a community college one? People paying. Did you think you were on a Sousa Pacific's YouTube? because they're $44,000 a year for an undergraduate degree from Azusa Pacific, a small private college. Not to pick on them, but I see their billboard. So isn't that noobs giving away their money? Damn, this dude ain't even smart enough to, he thinks he found the scam, but he's actually